Okay, it is officially January the 1st, 2025. 11 months from now, we're going to look back and we're going to say, damn, that year went by hella fast, right? And you know what's crazy is that we'll be right, but also right in the same spot where it comes to trying to move forward and release the old and step into the new, right? So I just checked out of my room and I was thinking about some things. Matter of fact, let me get into some shade a little bit because it's a little too, the light is a little bit too direct here. But I wanted to make sure that I took some time to, thank you. I wanted to make sure that I took some time to, before I got on my journey, to continue what I need to continue. Not only am I happy that we all made it, but I'm happy that we all figured out that there's going to be a standard that we must all uphold. It may be similar, it may resemble some of the standards that some other people, it may resemble some of the standards that we, well, I can't say we, but some people may uphold. It may not. It may be something new for other people. But I hope and I encourage people to please step up for yourself. Whatever that means for you in this new year, step up for yourself. And I know that we have certain restrictions and obligations and even promises that some of us have made to others. Focus on the promises that you made to yourself, even if it costs you a little bit, you know? Because at the end of the day, you literally do have to live with you. Them other people, shit, they gonna come, they gonna go. You feel me? But you gotta rock with you no matter what's going on. So make sure that you put yourself first, no matter what is going on. If it doesn't feel right to you, don't do it. If you feel like you're not being heard, say it anyway. If you feel like you're underappreciated, appreciate yourself. Everybody else will catch up eventually, right? If you feel like you've been left behind, create your own path. If you feel like people are tearing you down, build yourself up. But do not put anybody else before you and what is most important for you. All right? Now, you guys may never see me on a movie screen or a television show or whatever. That would have been nice, but unfortunately that was ruined. But it's okay. Everything happens for a reason, right? But you guys may never see me in that realm or in that capacity. And that's okay. But I'm committed to making sure that my life is on track. I'm committed to making sure that I'm clear, concise, loved by, loved on, right? By the people that I love, no matter what they may have done or said. The enemy has a really weird way of trying to create confusion, smoke, mirrors, all of that. You have to take on the responsibility of seeing through the fog, finding your own path, Righting whatever wrongs you need to right, you know? I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to generate an income this year. That is so irresponsible, huh? Hella irresponsible. I was like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna make money this year because there's so many blockages that have been placed in the way. And I found myself at a point where there was a crossroad between who I am in my integrity, what I know is fair to me, and me looking at people take advantage of me and make a mockery of me and all these things, you know? And I didn't buy into the hype, and they hate me for that. They do. And they want to destroy me behind that. And I find that so unfortunate, you know? I wish it wasn't like that. I wish that we were more receptive to people who understand who they are more, and, you know, we allow people to stand on their own too. And if we see that they can't stand on their own too, maybe a few of us can kind of like take a few steps back and keep an eye on that person and, you know, help if we can. But I don't see that as like a thing in 2025. I see that humanity has gotten away from itself. And who knows, maybe it's always been this way. I have no idea, right? The only thing I know is that I've experienced a hell of a year. Actually, a hell of a handful of years. And it all started because of jealousy. It started because someone wanted to target me. It started because of greed. It started because someone was on a power trip trying to, you know, prove to me that they were, you know, somewhat better than me or in some capacity better than me. And imagine being completely blindsided by all of that while you just head down trying to start your own business and work a job and take care of your family and all this. Imagine that. And then you see everything for what it is, and you see everyone for who they are, no matter how cloaked they may appear. And you say to yourself, I'm glad that I've been creating my own lane this entire time. Because had I not, I may not even be here on January the 1st, 2025. Never question why the Most High has you doing something. It may seem like you're doing something that nobody sees, or it may even appear that whatever it is that you decided to contribute your time and effort to, people not understanding it, you know? And then one day it just makes sense. It makes sense. I hope that as I move forward in these new years, or in this new year, and the years to come, that people will see me, but not see me in the way that everybody else wants to be seen, but that people will understand me, and they understand. I want people to come to understand why I do the things that I do, and that I don't have malicious intentions at all toward anyone. I want to see everyone win, but I shouldn't have to sacrifice my self-respect, and I shouldn't have to sacrifice what it is that I stand for just for you to win. You know, I shouldn't have to, you know, be down and out just so that you can be, you know, up and abundant. That shouldn't be the case, you know? And I'm going to go back to my station, and I have to take care of some things and organize a little bit more, throw some things out. I've been throwing things out. I've been purging for a minute, y'all. And I still have some things that I need to, kind of get rid of or whatever. And I'm doing all of this in the middle of people trying to get rid of me, as if I'm something that needs to be purged or something. And the reality is that it's the total opposite. I wish that I could find more people like myself. Maybe with a little bit more money. But 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 nonetheless, just good people, good-hearted people, good-natured people. And I don't think that that's going to really happen for me like that. Because I see how people are. And I recognize the darkness that dwells here. And I guess it was time for me to recognize that anyway. I mean, come on now, 40 plus? Girl. Be like, girl, I mean, you a little late and everything, but at least now you know. Now you know, honey. I'm like, yeah, I kind of knew anyway. That's why I was always in my own lane, but now I know, and I just wish that people wouldn't have put me in such a messed up position, because they did. But I can also see why, certain people felt like I needed to be kind of like hidden away or whatever, because, well, it was kind of, it's crazy. I know that they saw that I needed to be hidden away because there were so many people trying to bring drama to me. A lot of people were trying to bring drama to me, and I didn't know, because I was like, what? It's like the new kid comes to school, and the new kid is like, I don't know, they play like chess, or they're like a nerd in some type of way or whatever. Like, they like to build fucking robots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. And then all of the kids in the class or at the school, they start plotting on this kid, because the kid is just kind of like off to themselves, but they're completely satisfied with their little chess club membership and they little, biotechnology, whatever the hell they got going on over here, building their little robots and shit to save the world or whatever the fuck. You get what I'm saying? It's like they attacked me because I was different. And they thought that it was going to be like a super easy situation. And in one way or another, they got what they wanted, and I let you have what you wanted for a reason. Okay, and there's plenty to back up any statement that I have made on any one of my nearly, at this point, 500 videos. Okay, so that's why you don't see me having any type of an issue with what I have spoken on. And I've been very subtle with it as well, because I believe in confidentiality. I believe in privacy. I believe in not holding people, not holding the shit that people do over their heads. I believe in allowing people to be who they want to be and who they are. Okay? I think it's only fair. So one of the reasons that they did that was because they wanted to make sure that, the drama that was trying to look for me behind the scenes that I clearly wasn't aware of, there was some type of a barrier between me and that drama, right? Or some type of a buffer or something between me and that drama. But the problem was that nobody wanted to tell me what the drama was, so that just in case something happened, I would be aware, because, I believe the setup was, well, just in case we need to use the drama as a tool of destruction against her if she gets out of line, then at least we know we have that. It's that kind of a thing, you know? I was really disappointed to figure that out. I was like, oh man, that's crazy. But it happens. All right. And then I think the other reason that I was hidden is because, like I said, somebody had put a hit out on me. And I was like, well, maybe somebody trying to get that money. But there's some type of a timeline, deadline, something like that. It's something going on with it. And I said, somebody's trying to wait something out. That's the only reason in this situation that I could really imagine it being, because of everything that took place when I got here. I was like, I went from having a promising outlook on my journey to literally, it was like, why are these people coming for me at my job? I've never experienced this. I've been working in luxury, I don't know how long, right? And I was like, what in the world is going on here? You know, out of nowhere, people are attacking me at my jobs. I'm getting blacklisted. You know, nobody wants to hire me and this and that. And that's kind of fine now that I see the environment that I'm in. It could be a number of things, a lot of isms, okay, that we deal with around here. So I said, okay, that's understandable as well. And then there's the whole situation where somebody's trying to force me into trafficking so they can pimp me out. That's the whole situation too. You know, so it's like, well, we got to get her to a place where she has nothing, she has no anything, so that when we force her into this situation, then she's like desperate for money. You know what I mean? So she's like, she has to do, you know, and it's just like, ew, really? I don't know. But anyway, I just really wish that I wish that you all would have chose a different way to do this. You know, I'm a fair person, but to be honest, there is no kind of like, there's no, I'm not doing any splits when it comes to, I'm not wavering my self-respect. Make sense? I'm not wavering my self-respect. And if I were to ever have to, you know, walk down a particular path to take care of myself, then I have to do what I have to do. And I have to go my own way. And that's why I'm going my own way. And that's why I've been going my own way. But I think somebody put a certain claim on me and they don't necessarily want to let that go. And they're going to have to let that go, because if you don't, you're going to get exposed for what you're doing. And I don't really think that's what you want. So, and for me, here I am, you know, just trying to do what I got to do and mind my business and focus on what I need to focus on, and, you know, see about my children, see about my life, see how I can build. And I have no idea where to start at this point, because people have destroyed just about everything that I've been building. They wanted to make it look like I was fruitless, but in reality, they were stealing my work and sabotaging my work behind the scenes. But I think everybody knew that. It's just that nobody could really say anything. I'm the only one that, you know, is like, oh, fuck all of that. I'm saying something because it's my life. It's what I'm going through it, you know, and nobody else is going to go through it, and nobody else, so therefore nobody else is going to speak on it, you know. But in 2025, I do not want to have to speak on this. But when it happens to me, I have to speak on it. And that's the drag about it. That's the fucked up thing about it. Because it's like, Lord, I want to leave that old energy behind. But at the same time, you know, if it's forcing its way into my energy field, I have to expose it. I've already committed to that, you know. Now, if it's not in my energetic field, if it's not coming at me, then there's no reason for me to say anything. That might be something, that might be a note that somebody else might want to put in their back pocket. If you're not doing anything to me, then there's really no reason for me to say anything, you know? I think that also, if this were a situation where somebody wanted to manage me or something like that, but they just didn't know how to approach it, it probably would have been best to just come to me. I don't have a husband. I don't have a manager. I don't have, if you look on file, there's no marriage certificate. I've never been married in my life, ever. Never been married in my life. I don't have a manager, but I do know that I met some people in LA who wanted to manage me, and I said no. Next thing you know, a lot of weird shit started happening to me. Okay. I don't have any representatives because I don't trust people, because clearly people can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's better for me to just focus on, what I got going on and how I'm about to, move forward. Now, I did definitely start a management company while I was in Los Angeles, but it was only to manage my family. And I think that with people watching me the way that they've been watching me and tapping in the way that they've been tapping in for so long, I think, and then with me not knowing that also, I think that created a bit of confusion. And it's also, but let me reword that. It created a bit of confusion for me, but at the same time, in one aspect, but at the same time, it created some clarity for me in another, because it was like, okay, so people are shutting down my businesses behind the scenes and sabotaging me at the back end and at the front end. That's where media and all that comes in, when you sabotage someone on the front end. All right. So I'm being sabotaged, but I'm being sabotaged because someone is trying to create a show or has created a show or something like that, and they didn't ask for my permission, or they didn't ask me to be in it. And I wish that they would have asked me, because you never know what people would have been open to. For me, I probably would have been open to it. You never know if someone would have come to me with the details. But I think that whoever it was, they were just so adamant about trying to humiliate me and drag me in such a way and like showcase me in the worst light, that it kind of, that overshadowed what could have been. Whereas it's like all of whatever has transpired, it probably wouldn't have even transpired that way had you been honest and open, So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I don't really want to talk about this anymore, but I have a feeling that it's going to come up again. In the meantime, between time, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing and try my best to get out of this situation. I am definitely being restricted to the space that I'm in. I can tell you that now. I see that. I understand that that's the thing. I also understand that I'm being attacked in certain ways. But I also understand that I have some space to grow and to move up in life. And I choose the latter. I choose to do that for myself. Because, one day I'm going to have, like an expanded family. And I want to be able to be there for my babies and their babies and their babies' babies, just me and my rocking chair, if I get into a rocking chair at that point, but at this point, I'm not really interested in what other people have to say when it comes to drama. I just want to grow. I think I deserve to grow. I deserve to make a decent living and to be able to provide for myself and my family. And I have the potential to do that, and I have the skill set to do that. but the blockages have got to, we gotta get rid of these blockages. You know what I'm saying? Because it's giving somebody tried to leech on to someone. You know how it's giving that. But then on the flip side, it's also giving that someone was trying to have dominion over someone. So we're dealing with 2 or 3 different, actually maybe even, we're dealing with a few different energies in my scenario. All right. And for me, I just want to move forward and do my best. Okay. I'm not necessarily sure who all is rooting for me out there, but at this point, I have to assume that it's no one. And I have to be okay with that. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy your year.